Hey guys, this is Scuba Chris. On September 28, 2015, the state of Hawaii tried to illegally close 16 piers at the West Loch Community Shoreline Park, which is called Chocolate Beach. It's called Chocolate Beach because the water turns chocolate after a heavy rain. All right, they even put out keep out signs on the piers, but this was done by one of the high-ranking officials of the Parks and Recreations. And this was an illegal attempt by them because no paperwork was done on this. They were trying to keep it low key. The mayor was not informed, and I was tipped off what was going on. This was kind of a bad thing, really. So what I did is I alerted a friend who was a reporter who alerted the mayor the day before, and from what I understand, he was not happy about it because a lot of people love to go fishing there, and even he was not alerted about this. No public meetings were set up. They were trying to do this to save money by illegally knocking down those piers. No studies were done. So my friend got in contact with me because they were trying to slide this under the rug. All right. So that morning I went down. I had got there really early. My friend let me in because the park was closed, the gates were up, and I set up 8 mounted cameras all over the place. And some of the workers that were there early to start the initial knockdown were scared off from it because nobody wanted to get their pictures of illegal demolishing. And that's how it started. And then that was in the morning. Later on, around late lunchtime, Ric DeZaak of Hawaii News Now came down with a filming crew. They were taking pictures and taking videos. They sought me out. They interviewed me. But you know how the news media is too. They asked me a lot of questions. It took about maybe 50 minutes. They used a very small amount of what they did with me, and they took some of my answers out of context without the right questions. So here's how it works.
For safety's sake, we think that they're in bad enough condition that going out there puts people at risk.
The city is blocking access to more than a dozen piers along the West Loch Community Shoreline Park. Some fishermen are not happy about that decision and question the city's claims that the piers aren't safe. Ric DeZaak has the exclusive story.
There are 16 of these piers at the West Loch Community Shoreline Park, and the city says that all of them are structurally unsafe. These docks date back to the early 1960s when the West Loch community was first being developed. The problem is the piers have become so run down, the city fears that they could collapse. That's why they place these keep out signs for the public.
If you go out there and you look at the concrete beams, the columns that are holding up the wood actually looks pretty good in a lot of places. But the concrete that's in the water is deteriorating pretty badly. The connections between the concrete and the wood have disintegrated. The rebar is starting to be eaten through by the salt water.
The piers are located along a stretch of West Loch nicknamed Chocolate Beach. That's because the waters are usually pretty muddy after the rains. But for some fishermen, it's heaven.
Right now I'm catching crabs, live crabs, because I do it for my videos, and I'll catch uluas, sharks, stingrays.
Chris Takahashi, a longtime park user, questions the city's decision, and he says the piers are safe. About a month ago, Takahashi says he and several other volunteers replaced dozens of planks on the dock.
We did everything. We did all the work for them to make all the piers safe by replacing the planks. It's actually very, very sound. These piers have been here since about 42, 43 years ago.
So far, the city has made no decision on whether to demolish or repair the piers. Either way, it will cost the city a lot of money. Ric DeZaak, Hawaii News Now.
Okay, it's been roughly 4.5 years, and the piers are still there. Okay, so I'm not saying that the piers are 100% safe. They are breaking down because the rebar inside the concrete is starting to expand from the salt water, and that's cracking the cement pylons from the inside. Okay. So, we'll wait to see what's going to happen, but it's going to be done legally through meetings with the public. It's going to be meetings with the Army Corps engineers and construction experts. It's going to be done correctly. It's going to be done legally. I've been a lobbyist for the fishermen for many years, I've worked with people like Frenchy DeSoto and Colina, making sure that they were going to give the right of way for local people to their hotel site on the beaches. And a lot of people in the state know me, and I try to work with everybody. But, you know, in this case, they try to do it illegally, so I tried to stop them, and the piers are still there. Thanks, everybody.